We're going to turn to the smaller side of computing because Apple and Intel have reportedly reached a preliminary agreement for Intel to manufacture select Apple processors, marking a major shift in Apple's chip supply strategy. The move is aimed at diversifying away from TSMC amid ongoing supply constraints and rising demand for advanced AI chips. Intel is expecting to produce entry-level Apple silicon using its 18A process, potentially for devices like everyone's favorite MacBook Neo and select iPhone and iPad models. TSMC, of course, will be focusing on more of the high-margin AI and GPU production. Al, do you feel like this is Apple trying not to put all their eggs in one basket, or is there an ulterior motive here to avoid supply chain disruption and tariffs?
Yes.
Good answer.
And I mean, yes to both of these things. So this is absolutely Apple looking to diversify and to basically hold TSMC's feet to the fire by saying we've got another source for a high volume chip. And this particular chip, they're talking about the A18, ARM-based A18 processor that Apple has designed for a lot of their devices. There'll be a little confusion as this release goes out because there's an A18 and there's an 18A. The A18 is the CPU that goes in your older iPhone or that Apple MacBook Neo, but the 18A refers to an 18 angstrom, a really small geometry, a 2 nanometer geometry for building the actual CPU underneath. So the 18A is the Intel manufacturing plant capability, and the A18 is the processor that's going to be produced out of this. I think this is a couple of things. One is that Intel, being a US-based company, is more likely to be looked at kindly as tariffs are being levied or unlevied or suspended or whatever the heck is going on with them at the moment. Remember that the US government is also a shareholder in Intel, having placed a large amount of investment into the company not terribly long ago. Of course, we covered that on the rundown last year. So yes, there's definitely some avoid sanctions. There's some attempts to avoid challenges around tariffs, but there's also a real problem for TSMC in that the demand for the high profitability GPUs, high bandwidth memory, is squeezing out smaller orders for less profitable devices. And so this is probably really good for Apple that they can actually get fulfillment of these lower end devices at a reasonable cost out of Intel. And it's also really good news for Intel because we've documented some of their struggles with transforming the company. And having Apple as a flagship customer using their fab, although not using their IP, they're using ARM IP here, but using the fab, definitely going to be a good thing for Intel. So I think this is probably good for Intel and Apple, and probably actually good for TSMC because it takes away some of their challenges around satisfying one of their most high-profile customers, at least in the consumer space.